For this video, I'll be covering companies from the Dividend Kings list. These are companies that have increased their dividends for more than 50 consecutive years. These are quality companies. Now, before we begin, I wanted to give a shout out to the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. So I'm excited to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their stock advisor. And the average stock pick inside Stock Advisor is up 863% versus 173% for the S&P. Scan this QR code or check the link in the description to get your 10 stock picks right now. Okay, so when it comes to investing in dividend stocks, yield is most important, right? The problem is the best dividend stocks often have low yields as they tend to trade at a premium. So their yields are often low. And yields and stock prices are correlated. So the higher the stock price, the lower the yield, and vice versa. That's why if you're looking for a higher yield, you need to buy dividend stocks when they're cheap. And to find out if they're cheap or not, we're going to use the help of the RSI, or the Relative Strength Index. And I'm also going to look at analyst ratings to get a confirmation on my picks. Now here's the thing. These stocks will be the cheapest Dividend Kings to buy right now. But by the time you watch this video, if lots of time has gone by, they probably wouldn't make the same cut. But if you watch to the end, you'll at least come away with a method that you can do this yourself over and over and learn a little bit about the companies that came up along the way. To get my list of cheap Dividend Kings, I'll start by screening my Dividend Kings watch list. At the time of the recording, there are 54 Dividend Kings, and if you don't have the list ready, I'll leave a link in the description for you so that you can check on your own. Then, I'll use two simple but effective criteria to narrow down the list from 54 stocks to just 5. As I said, I'm going to consider RSI and Analyst Ratings. Now, Analyst Ratings are pretty straightforward. These are opinions made by those who cover the stock. If they rate the stock a buy, then it means that they're optimistic about the company's prospects over the next 12 months. The RSI, however, is the key to finding out if a stock is cheap or not. RSI tells us about the stock's price movement within a given period over a 100-point scale. RSI scores of 70 and above mean that the stock might be expensive, overbought, and might soon go down. On the other hand, a 30 and below indicates that it's oversold and may be due for a rebound. The only thing with RSI is that it's a lagging indicator, which means that you have to get in before the action happens. And that's why combining RSI with analyst ratings is a good thing. So for this analysis, I use the default 14-day period and then look for stocks on the Dividend Kings list, trading with an RSI that's below 40. That way, I can find the cheapest Dividend Kings to buy right now. After running the scan, I arrange the stocks based on highest to lowest yields, and now I have 12 Dividend Kings trading at a discount. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all 12. I'm going to discuss the top 5 highest yielding dividend stocks on the list. Now that we have our list of companies, let's get into the cheapest buy-rated Dividend Kings with the highest yields. And by the way, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so this is not financial advice. It's for informational purposes only. So we're starting off strong here with one of the biggest REITs in the country, Federal Realty Investment Trust. This is a company that specializes in high-quality retail and mixed-use properties in prime metropolitan markets. Federal Realty had a great run in 2024 with excellent growth across important metrics like funds from operations, and this is where your dividends come from, as well as occupancy rates, which reached record highs that year. In terms of dividend, The company currently pays around a 4% yield and has a strong buy rating from Wall Street and is currently trading around the 38 RSI level. Federal Realty has also increased their dividends for 57 straight years, the longest increase streak in the REIT industry. By the way, this stock analysis and company details that I'm showing you are all from barchart.com, which I use extensively for market research. And you can use the website for free or subscribe to get access to their more powerful investment tools. Of course, you can scan the QR code right here or click the link in the description for more information. Next up, we have Stanley Black & Decker, a tools and industrial solutions company best known for its iconic brands like DeWalt, Craftsman, and Stanley. SWK stock is in a bit of a downtrend these days with an RSI at 37, which gives investors a chance to snag these shares at a discount. And a discounted price is a question I get quite a lot in my Discord channel. Is now the right time to buy this stock? Well, for a quality company like Stanley, you'd be getting around a 4% yield and a potential for some huge capital gains down the road. Not only that, the company has increased its dividend for 57 consecutive years. It also has a pretty good track record of meeting its earnings estimates, so I think there's a good case for buying SWK stock in 2025. Although I do have to point out that Wall Street's expectations on SWK are a little on the negative side, with a borderline buy rating, so do keep an eye out for further developments. Next up, we have Target, one of the biggest retailers in the United States. The company posted strong earnings in its latest quarterly report, especially with digital sales, which grew 8.7% year over year. Wall Street collectively rates it a buy, though we do have to be careful as tariffs will almost certainly increase prices for American consumers, and that could negatively affect its performance over the next few quarters. Now, if you do want to take advantage of an oversold stock like this, Target currently has a 29 RSI, and that means you can look forward to around a 3% yield at the current stock price. The company has also increased dividends for 53 consecutive years, and I expect that to continue for the long term. Next up, we have Stepan Company. This is a global chemical manufacturer of surfactants, polymers, and specialty products, serving industries like agriculture, personal care, and construction. The company did have a rocky 2024, with its Q4 earnings missing estimates by nearly 66%, which led many investors to sell the stock. When I last checked, SCL is at a 30 RSI, but there is a silver lining. Stepan's cash flow improved significantly over the last year, and its cost-saving measures are doing really well. And while it did miss expectations, Stepan's operating and net income grew double digits from last year's numbers. Meanwhile, SCL stock still has an overall buy rating with around a 2.6% yield and has increased its dividends for 57 years. Next up, we have PPG Industries, and this is a company that manufactures paints, coatings, and specialty materials for global clients. Its stock is currently trading at a new 52-week low, which could mean an excellent entry point for this Dividend King. Now, the company is facing a few challenges, especially in its latest quarter, though it did manage to improve income and margins for the overall year. It also has solid fundamentals and a strong industry presence. PPG currently pays around a 2% yield and has a buy rating from several analysts and has increased dividends for 52, well, going on 53 years this year. Finding quality dividend stocks trading at a discount can be a great way to build on long-term wealth. Not only that, Dividend Kings have a proven track record of rewarding investors with consistent payout increases, making them a solid choice for those seeking income and stability. Still, we have different investment goals, so it's always better to consult with a licensed financial advisor for any investment decisions. So, what do you think? Do you own any of the stocks or are you interested in any of these? Let me know in the comments below because I'd love to read and hear from you. In the meantime, I wanted to thank you for watching this video. And if you happen to learn something, why not like and subscribe? And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future investing insights.